Should we get into tier talk?
Yeah.
It's a fun one. We came up with this one. The boys came up with this one yesterday. So our tier talk this week is going to be best grades in school. Growing up, kindergarten, K through, or I mean, if you remember the preschool days, you want to throw a preschool shout out, preschool through grade 12. That is what our tier talk's going to be. Tiering them 1 through 3, your top 3, your favorite grades growing up. Do you want to go first, or do we make the back of the bus go first?
We make the back of the bus go first, for sure.
Is this a collective effort or like how we
collective? Do you usually do collective efforts?
We've only done it once. Usually it's just the guests and Will who do the tier talks and we'll do shout outs. But I mean, I think we can rattle off like a tier 3 pretty easily, at least for me.
We all might have different.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, like JP might have got bullied in certain grades. So he might not remember them the right way.
Check the tape. I was prom king.
Oh, talk your shit.
Senior year.
My favorite. Were we all just gonna say our favorite, or we're gonna give you 3?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
All right. Favorite 5th grade for sure. I was peaking athletically. We had the fastest mile time, fastest pacer test, or most laps on the pacer test, fastest swimmer in the county in 25-meter freestyle. I made a half-court shot at a high school basketball game at halftime, and everybody was going crazy. And
That's
I
electric.
Dude, that
Yeah.
is
So
so
electric.
funny.
And the coach came up to me. He's like, "Can't wait till you're in high school, man." Hey, I was like, "Oh my god, it's a wrap." I'm going to the league.
Hey, that's real though, bro. Like that's part of one of my like descriptions. Like, but that is fucking real.
For sure.
Yeah. So 5th grade for me.
Okay.
Obviously, honorable mention, senior year is great for everyone. But if you use senior year as your number 1, you just had a shitty upbringing in high school. It means that you had to wait till your
Jack's
last
just
year.
already.
You shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. I was hoping. I was hoping his is gonna be.
You
All right.
can talk. So for me, it's freshman year of high school. You just left middle school and you were the top dog, and now you're the lowest on the totem pole. You thought you were cool, and you were like truly dog shit to everyone that walks the halls. But if you were special, like myself, you might have been friends with a couple of the upperclassmen.
Yeah.
So the juniors and the seniors, I start running around with. You start dapping up some of the homies in the hallway. You think you're cool. But I remember my sister, she ratted on me to my mom freshman year, and she was like, "Jack cannot be hanging out with kids in my grade anymore." She's like they're starting to like him more than me. And like, I'm like, hey, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, and I was a like short little fat kid freshman year. So it was an adversity battle, all uphill. But for me, freshman year, there's so much potential and like opportunity for growth. You really don't have too much going on. It's easy classes. And yeah, whole change of scenery. So freshman year's tier 1.
So you've been into Cougars off rip, huh? You've always been into older women,
boy,
like
man. Don't let
golly.
him- What do you got, Garrett?
I'm going to go with sophomore year for some of the same reasons, hanging out with the older guys on our lacrosse team. They used to just take me around all the time to all the parties. So that's always fun when you're a young dude. And sophomore year, because that's usually when you get your driver's license. And so it's that first time, like you freshman year is
That kind of
epic.
sucks in your guys' descriptions because like, oh damn. The
If
punch
yours
ain't
is
gonna
senior
hit.
year, it's okay.
No, I'm talking about you're right about sophomore year when you get your driver's license.
Yeah, because you're still young, but then you get that little bit of like, I'm free. Like I can just drive myself places now. Now you can like pile in your homies to drive places. So I think sophomore year for me was like that one year where you're like, all right, let's get it.
That's big time.
Yeah.
So you guys just saying your tier 1s?
I
Yeah.
guess. Just our best. Yeah. I
So we got
agree with all
5th,
of those.
freshman, sophomore.
I like those picks, boys.
I do.
I think that's
think
very
sophomore
good.
year
I
is
think you
that
guys did
one
very
right now.
fucking good.
All right.
CJ?
I'm in Taylor's seat, so I'm gonna go last.
No.
Oh,
You're first. No. You go first. Actually, if Taylor was on today, I was gonna make the case that I believe I should go last because I feel like the record recently has displayed that I've earned the right to go last.
I mean, I usually you all say like guest is right, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll go first. I like what
Guess
they all
usually goes
said.
first.
Guess you does usually go first. And it was a toss up for me. It really was. It was between for tier 1. It was between.
Start with tier 3.
Oh, you
Start with tier 3. Yeah, build it up.
All
And
right.
if you've listened, so if you get crafty, you can throw in a little honorable mention on the side.
My honorable mention is pre-K nap time.
Oh, so you have a pre-K honorable mention. I love that.
Always. Pre-K nap time was goated. Like I remember it. I remember just being like, oh, nice. Like on the playground, you're running around, you're going crazy. You get back in, you got your nap time. That nap time was, electric. Like that's what more. Right now, we're in practice, right? We have the craziest practice. We go through camp. Coach says, you know what? No meetings, nap time.
I'm gonna be honest. Nap time was a nightmare for me because I went to bed until I was a teenager. So anytime I fell asleep, it was like Freddy Krueger's coming for me, and I'd wake up with a soaked cot. You know what I mean? And
I'm just gonna be. That's
I'm
a
trying to
personal
blame the kid. I'm trying to blame the kid next to me or figure out how I get out of this situation. So pre-K, like nap time was always like
That was
staying over at friends' houses. Like there's some chess being played as I went over there. I would have the doctor told my mom that I had to stop drinking Kool-Aid by 7 p.m.
Stop drinking Kool-Aid in general, then just drink water or something.
Well, just stop drinking liquid. Like the liquid, like there was no water when you're a young kid. It's like, give me some Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's facts.
Like water was boring. You're not about like water tastes shitty when you're a little kid.
I'm gonna keep going with my tiers, but I just want to say that whatever your tier list is, if it is a grade that's under 13, like under the age of being 13, I'm gonna judge you a little bit because I'm gonna be like, damn, like you're still, it's a good year for you. That's tier one, but you're still being in the bed a little bit. Like that's tough.
I still had some prime years.
That's fine. So tier 3, we're gonna go 1 year after pre-K, kindergarten. Miss Hedesommer. Loved the class. I thought I was the coolest person ever. I had
Wait, what grade is this?
kindergarten.
You're going pre-K and kindergarten for tier 3 and 2?
No.
Oh, that was honorable mention. Honorable mention. My fault. No
Kindergarten is
disrespect.
tier 3, and it's because it's a multitude of things, but I thought I was the coolest person because in the classroom, I had 2 girlfriends. I had Rebecca and Madison. I remember all my teachers' names through and through. Miss Hedesommer, coolest teacher. She was friends with my mom because my mom's a teacher. And in class, I could kind of just do whatever I wanted to, essentially, right? Like, and it was, you have popcorn reading, and it would be like, popcorn Rebecca would popcorn me. Popcorn Madison would popcorn me. I'd be like, damn,
Just getting tagged.
I'm getting the hey, look, you see what's going on. And then Miss Hedesommer would be like, okay, you have to popcorn someone else. All right, popcorn DJ. This other kid DJ was in my class. He would popcorn it back to me. I'd be like, all right, cool, we did it. We're back on what we're doing. So I thought I was hot shit, man. It was kindergarten. Rebecca had an older sister. She was in 5th grade. I'd be like, hey, how are you doing? Her name was Kayla. I was like, hey, how you doing, Kayla? People would be like, oh my God, he's talking to a 5th grader. Boom. Tier 3, kindergarten. Easy. That one was easy.
All right.
Tier 2.
Love that story time, by the way.
Popcorn K.
That was good.
This guy. Tier 2, staying in elementary school. I'm going 5th grade.
Oh.
5th grade, that was a great, 5th grade was amazing.
5th grade is a really good time.
So I actually changed schools in 5th grade, and I went to McKendree, or I went to another school where my mom teaches now, or taught. And at the time, like she's a teacher, whatever. I'm in 5th grade. Like, oh wow, like who are you gonna get for a teacher? Like you're gonna get the best teacher. If your mom's a teacher, you're gonna get the best teacher out of school. And so I had Miss Thompson. Miss Thompson, like my favorite teacher to this day. She was awesome. I was a little shit. I talked a lot. There were certain times where she would put me in this little like spot that had a cubby in it, whatever. But like after hours, it was me, Tanner, and Tyler, who their mom was also a teacher down the hall from my mom, and we would just do whatever the hell we wanted to in the school. We'd go into the cafeteria. We had this little ball that we'd play with. We'd throw it at shit, like break some shit. There's flags that hang down in the cafeteria of all the countries. We'd be like messing with those, switching them around. Like we were absolute menaces. I was in the play. I was the lead in Humpty Dumpty. Oh, it was great. Hey, you can pull this picture. I'll send you boys a picture so you can use it.
We
like,
need those.
No, like
I was the lead in Humpty Dumpty.
No, come on. I was going crazy. It was 5th grade. Solid. I mean, that wasn't peak, but that was close. That was as close to peak as you can get. So that's tier 2. Tier number 1. It got taken already.
That's okay. That's
Right.
okay.
But I'm going to go with G on this one. Tier 1, sophomore year of high school.
G.
Absolutely electric. One of the most memorable times of my life. Started getting offers for college there. started playing in varsity as a receiver at the time. Got my license. Didn't even use my license for the most part because I had a senior take me to class or take me to school every day.
Senior
girl.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if you were gonna say like
Nope,
senior
okay.
the
So,
captain of the football team.
She was
All right, buddy.
she was captain of the basketball team, but she was my homie. So she was like an actual like really good friend. So I met my prom date. Yep, I'll give you that. I met my prom date sophomore year through her, who was a volleyball player who went to Wake Forest. 6'2". I'm sophomore year, I'm still 6'5", 6'6", whatever. Like I'm still the same size. So you see two big ass people come into prom. I was one of two sophomores that went to our prom.
Fire.
Come on. I was like, damn, this is sick. I come in with Megan. I'm like, damn, look, you see our tall asses out here. We're avatars. You see what's going on. It was go to the playoffs, go deep in the playoffs, score in the playoffs, like start getting, it was just sophomore year.
Sophomore year's a good one.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sitting here listening to you guys talking like, man, I enjoyed my life growing up.
Right.
Like life was fun. Life was good. It's actually hard to choose out of these. Honorable mention. I'm with Jack on this one. Like I think everybody enjoyed their senior year. My senior year was fucking awesome. Homecoming king, all this stuff, going to Nebraska, all that stuff.
You were a homecoming king?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Wait, who was
One step down?
who
from
was
prom.
not homecoming
Nah.
king here?
Yes.
No.
What?
Maybe at your school. At our school, it was all about homecoming.
That's early in the year.
Oh yeah, ours was
Yeah,
homecoming
it
too.
was-
Ours was all about homecoming.
Homecoming was like a joke at our
Spirit
school.
Week.
Nah.
Spirit Week.
Oh, we did Spirit Week.
Yeah, no, so we did the whole night because I was homecoming king too. So prom king and queen for us was like you just pick two people that you want to date to be homecoming king and queen,
Right,
so
yes.
that they finally just like kiss. Because
Yeah.
we would just egg them on to kiss. So that's what our prom king and queen was.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. Hey,
Don't let the back
come
of the
on.
bus deter us.
Like, yeah, go off.
But yeah, honorable mention. You got to give shots to senior year. Senior year was absolutely unbelievable. I think you guys said so many fucking good things that sparked a lot of memories. The freshman year vibe, hitter. Sophomore year with the driver's license, incredible. My tier 3, I'm going to shout out. Wait, it's not the shout out segment, but my tier 3 is junior year. Junior year was all time. Yes, as freshman year, you're like the little no one gives a shit about you. Side note, varsity freshman year. The seniors took care of the boy. I never got taped. I never got hazed. So I was thinking about putting freshman year in there, but Jack explained freshman year very well. If you were cool enough to be like, have a couple connects. But as you go through high school, you are now like junior year, you're now close with the seniors, right? Like being like a good athlete, you're in with the guys who are right ahead of you. They're the studs. You can you play your role. You're a stud yourself, but you let the seniors continue to do all the whatever that they want to do. But you're tight. Everybody's tight with each other. Junior year, I got my high school girlfriend at the time, who was like my best friend growing up. So it's kind of like a One Tree Hill moment when you get like your girlfriend.
Yeah.
It was junior year for me. The boy was all-state wide receiver. I started getting, I wasn't as fortunate as you. My offer started to roll in junior year. So you just felt like the big dog on campus. Like you started to get ranked on like rivals and shit. I was a Nike MVP at one of the camps. Like junior year was a very prosperous year for young William. Thank you.
Talk to him.
My tier 1, tier 2, I'm sure with all of us, these can all be interchangeable because we'd all love to go back to school right now. But my tier 2 is going to be 4th grade. So 4th grade for me, and you guys know the boy loves Dairy Queen. I love Blizzards. I love all of it. Bro, I went to a Catholic school in grades 1 through 4. And every day, because our class was made up of 3 grades, there were 7 of us in the class, combined 3 grades. There was 4 4th graders, 1 5th grader, and 2 6th graders. And it was me, Logan, Chuck, like boys that I'm boys with to this day. And we just we had Dairy Queen for lunch every day. Every day, bro. You got to order Dairy Queen. You got like a little cup of ice cream. You got the burger.
Wait.
I'm not lying. Huh? No. This is at school. because there wasn't that many kids like in the entire school. It was grades maybe preschool through preschool through 6th grade, and in 4th or 6th there's only 7 kids total in the entire classroom. But 4th grade, like getting to order Dairy Queen in the sports world, like that was our first year playing tackle football. And when I say I might have one of the best 4th grade highlight tapes out there, comparable to like Reggie Bush in college and Tavon Austin in high school, Will in 4th grade was a different fucking animal. I might have to go through that old footage and put a little. Yeah, I got some tape, the VCRs. Like I had the parents to where my dad's on the sideline with me and my mom's filming the entire game. I had that kind of family. It was fucking awesome. Those were the days. And one day I scored 6 touchdowns, boys. I'm talking 4 on the ground. I'm talking 5 on the ground and 1 on defense for a pick 6. And I was living the dream. I was playing baseball that year. We're 10 years old, so I'm on the 10-year-old team. I made it to the All-Star team. Our 10-year-old team made it all the way to the Little League World Series in the Cal Ripken Junior League. However, they didn't tell us until after we won regionals. We go through district. We lost in the quarter, so we had to come back in the losers bracket. Beat the team twice to win in districts. State, we walk through state. We sweep them. We fucking 10-run rule those boys. We 10-run rule those boys in 4 innings in state. It was Sykeston. Hey, then we get to the regionals. We go up to Iowa, go to the Field of Dreams. We get to do that whole thing. We go to Iowa. We're at regionals. I find $300 under my hotel bed at a Red Roof Inn. I thought I was fucking living. We go to like one of the big malls or whatever, and I'm like spending this $300 thinking it came unclaimed. We took it to the front desk, but nobody claimed this $300. So I'm rich. You're rich as a fucking 10-year-old kid with $300. And then we go to regionals. We lose in the second round. We come all the way back and beat Kansas twice in the championship to win. Our coach comes over to us, says, boys, I didn't want to have to break this to you because we didn't want to take away from the experience. But they informed us when we got here at the start of the tournament that the Cal Ripken Jr., they weren't going to have the 10-year-old tournament representing in the World Series. So they basically just like, they hosted us at the World Series. We got to like step out in the middle of the field and wave and do all that. But baseball and football, prime years, 4th grade. Now, my tier 1. The way I just rattled off 4th grade, I might have to just say that's my.
I gotta make some notes because I'm gonna let you keep talking.
My tier 1, I'm going to say, is 8th grade was my most fun time in school because 7th grade, like, hang on, this is my time. Like, let's not try to kill the vibe. What we doing? So 8th grade.
Running from the top.
Yeah. My tier 1 is 8th grade. Let me tell you why. Because we have a fucking hater literally right next to me, but I will not let him bring this adversity to me. So you know how I said in junior year, when you're tight with those boys that are seniors, when you're in 7th grade, they're kind of like, when you're like that, how old are you then? Like when you're in those like early teenage years, 12, 13, those early like teenage years, like the boys are kind of like, not you keep it tight with your guys. The grade above you, they're kind of like assholes. They're kind of dicks. They think they're the man. You're kind of entering out of elementary school, going into 7th grade. You don't feel like the big dog yet. But 8th grade, when I say we got to run around and do whatever we wanted because all my boys' teachers were moms. And one of my favorite teachers of all times, Mrs. Kekek. Shout out Mrs. Kekek. No free shout outs. Pre-algebra was the best fucking time. I'm talking, that's when you're wheeling and dealing candy bars for your baseball league.
You can look at me all you want.
That's big time. When you're making money, side hustling, and eating candy bars in class. Not only that, but 8th grade, high jump record, 4x1 record, 4x2 record, relay high jump record, and I was also like the hurdle district champion. Maybe the peak of my entire athletic career was in 8th grade. But yeah, my tier 1 is definitely 8th grade. I felt like the vibes were the highest. The boys were the best of friends. That's when I started sprinting to the cafeteria for lunchtime, not caring who's in my way. We knew the principal. One of my boys' dads, he was the principal of the fucking school. Like, we ran it, bro. And it was fucking awesome. And I was on my travel baseball team. We were number 1 in the state this year, the Rage. Shout out the Rage, no free shout outs. That 10-year-old team that won in 4th grade, they stayed together. They stayed together and created a fucking dynasty. And we went all the way to 8th grade and we were number 1 in the state. We got 3rd in the gold division in the World Series. That's my tier talk.
All right.
You got him?
There will be no honorable mention. There'll be no honorable mention.
Hey, you heard him? He said there will be no honorable mention.
My tier 3 is going to be my sophomore year of high school. It was a fantastic year. We won the state championship. We went 15-0.
Oh, wow. That is a good year.
A good year. I made my best core friend group I've ever had. Like, for as long as we've been friends, it was unbelievable. That hurt.
No.
I thought you got hurt by that or something.
No, I'm
I thought I
excited.
saw some sadness in them eyes. Anyway.
Once you said a core group of friends forever, and I'm thinking like, oh shit, like yeah, that's a pivotal time.
Yeah.
Like you keep in touch with those
my,
boys.
my freshman year, like I was still trying to like figure out. I was coming out of 8th grade, which was a fucking like, oh my god, year for me. It was awful. And so freshman year was really just trying to get the training wheels back on, figure out how to go through this life without being a degenerate. And then sophomore year hit, and I was like a part of this crew. We call each other the Sexy Six. If you look back on pictures, we definitely weren't the Sexy Six, but it was Kenny Proden, Cody January, fucking Anthony Stevens, Tommy Nevin, Nick Bennett, and myself. The fucking boys, dude. And we went every weekend. We would go to Anthony's house. He had the side little place, little guest house called the Cavoni. And we would just figure out any way we could to find beer. And we'd have like parties over there. And we would like, Anthony was like our fearless leader. And that was like the first time in my life I was like, damn, like all you really need is friends.
I'm part of something bigger than myself.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. You're like, all I really need is friends. And we won state. Got a ring.
Yeah, that's big
Playing
time.
nose tackle.
That's
Your boy
fucking
had
big
8
time.
tackles, 2 TFLs, a sack, fumble recovery. That game.
Wow.
Yeah, your boy was fucking balling. Dude. Shout out Sean January for having 147 tackles that year too. It's fucking
Sean January. I
Sean
assume
January was a
brother
middle
to Cody
linebacker.
January.
Related, yeah, older brother. Fucking, let me tell you about a heartthrob, boys. Stud. Paper bones, though. That kid would break everything. That is my tier 3. My tier 2 is first grade. Because it was going to be kindergarten in Miss Berline's class. You were in Miss Berline's class for kindergarten and first. But kindergarten, low-key, like, you're kind of finding out the dynamics of how the real world's going to work. It's just like your first time in school.
Yeah.
Unless you went to, like, preschool. But that shit really doesn't even count either. First grade, your boy probably peaked from a popularity standpoint, dude. There was this girl in my class. She was a twin. Her name was Courtney Bielli. And I miss her to this day, dude. I had the biggest crush on her. That's when I found out I liked girls. And I also had a Lion King lunchbox that I would walk into the cafeteria with holding like this. And all the kids would be like, yeah, like fired up on it. And I'd put it down in the middle and I'd open it up and eat my fucking Wonder Bread with turkey and cheese probably. Or if your boy was real lucky, you just kind of open it and shake it and there comes out the Uncrustable pack. Not the Uncrustable, the Lunchable pack. But it was just a fantastic year. Not a whole lot of responsibility. My biggest issue was there was a carpet with letters around it. And it was my job every single day to be able to sit at the tee. And if I didn't get the tee, it was a bad day. And if I got to the tee, it was a good day. That was kind of like the be all end all of how my day was going to go. So I think first grade was definitely number 2 to me. And my number 1, dude, contrary to popular belief on this bus, goes to a phenomenal All-American senior year. I thought senior year was the coolest shit. I had so much fun. Your boy played 2 football games, sent those tape in, became an All-American, got 30 offers in 3 months. It was a wild ascend into football. All of a sudden, I was way more handsome and attracted to all the girls. I was giving out my jersey left, right, and center, abusing my power, having so much fun, dude, feeling like the top dog on campus. It was a fucking blast. Lost 2 games that year. One to Saguaro, 21-0, and then next one to fucking Saguaro in the state championship, 38-0. But
Oh God.
yeah,
damn.
they had some
Y'all
boys
thought
out
you were
there.
coming after him too. Like, hey,
Oh.
remember that first game, boys?
Well,
remember
I'll
that
tell you,
first game, boys?
in that first game, Dwayne Garrett, who you met at that steakhouse, the running
Oh,
back,
yeah.
can't catch anything. That dude had brick hands. Goes up, snipes a double hand grab in the back of the end zone to make it 7-7 going into halftime.
I thought you lost 38-0.
Yeah, but there was a penalty.
Holding.
Face mask, number 77. That shit went back, bro.
Oh, no,
dude. He brings that shit up to this day. That's how
could have
upset
a
he was.
play back,
He
man.
caught the ball like I've never seen, like an Odell from like 2014 type
Yeah,
catch
but with 2 hands.
with 2 hands. I took that shit away from him, bro. Cried my fucking face off after we lost that first game. Cried. We went to shake hands. I'm like, get your fucking hand on my face, bro. Wouldn't shake no hands.
You know that second game too. They thought they were
Same
we're
game
coming
in my
for
head,
it
dude,
all.
I'm about to take everyone. I'm taking lives today.
Look at your teammates next to you. That Friday Night Lights speech. Clear eyes, full heart,
Yeah.
can't lose.
Damn, bro.
And
And if we
for
played
Booby
them 10 more
Miles.
times, we'd have lost 10 more times. They were so much better than us.
Damn.
They had like 8 dudes go D1 on offense and defense.
Yeah.
Offense and defense.
Who went?
6 guys in their teams didn't go D1.
Who went first round though?
None.
Come on.
Damn, dude. That's right, Jackie. That's right, Jackie. Fucking take that.
But Jack, what'd you think of his tier talk?
I love it. And for me personally, my senior year kicked ass too. I love senior year.
Mm.
When we go check the tape, you will see how I had an honorable mention to senior year.
I know.
I just think everyone's senior year, hopefully, if you played your cards right, was just out of this
So
world.
you're saying senior year is God tier?
Yes. But I didn't say God tier in there. I gave it
No.
an honorable mention. If I had played it
He
right
said
from
if
the-
you had if you have to say senior year is your number one, then your childhood growing up was tough. Basically, you didn't have other grades to compete.
we'll have to just check the tape.
Okay.
Because the way Will explained it
think
to me
that- I
was
think
very
that's true.
negative.
I know.
Because I said
Me-
that in
me
front
and
of
CJ
CJ and
both.
Will. I go, they go, what would be your number one year of school? I was like, oh, senior year. And they both go like this. Like, look at each other. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Did I say something wrong? Is there something in my mouth? Is there something in
We
my
go,
face? Oh, yo,
No,
they
you
were
can't
like,
say
and they're
that.
like,
You
yo,
can't
but you
say
can
that on
say
there.
12.
You could tell
When
when
I'm
I
afraid of Jack.
when I said it on the bus, you could tell that there was some very scary fear. If you said senior year, you were gonna get dogged. But that wasn't where I
Bro.
was going with it.
I
But
felt like that was the vibe.
I
Maybe I read the room wrong, the energy wrong.
Damn,
You
bro.
don't see it.
High school for real is the best, though. Middle school,
Incredible.
low key, is the worst fucking. Bro, awful. Like, that's just when puberty's starting to hit, dude. You don't know which way's up.
Yeah, but you
Tell
get
you what, 7th grade was a good year, though, because I learned to
That's when
masturbate.
you get it
I thought
rolling.
That shit
I was gonna
was.
say that's when you get it
took
rolling.
A lot of time up. What's
That's
that?
when you get it rolling. I was gonna say
Yeah, you start looking
start
at.
cranking them out. Yes.
Yeah, looking at them home goods a different
Anything
way.
can get it. You look at a poster the wrong way.
Bro,
couch cushions.
Poison Ivy, Batman. Come on now.